Well, now we shall go ahead with the next term, that is county. The plural of this word is counties, means a short tale, and it narrates, an adventure. So you can call it an adventurous story. It recounts an adventure. Means you talk about the adventurous event in this particular story. It is a short tale, and it may also refer to a narrative that is somewhat shorter than the average novel, but longer than a short story. That is the difference. You need to underline this. It is shorter than the novel and longer than a short story. And conte is a French term. Okay, it is a French term for a story, for tale, and it was originally a short adventure tale. And as I mentioned earlier, it is longer than a short story but shorter than a novel. So it can be called a novella. So counties in plural form are called novellas, not novel. Okay, because it's shorter than novel. Okay, so it is contrasted with short stories not only in length but in subject matter as well. Means it is different from short stories not only in terms of its length, but also in terms of its subject matter as well. Means short stories, which are also called novellies, you can see novellies in French, are about recent events, new events, whereas contes tend to be either fairy tales or philosophical stories. So this is the difference. How to differentiate between a short story and a conte or a novella? Okay, short stories are about recent events, and conte tend to be either fairy tales or philosophical story. And in the 19th century, the term conte was used to describe a tightly constructed short story. Means with time, the name changes, the nomenclature changes. And in England, the term is used to describe a work longer than a short story. In England, in France, there is a different perception. And these are the famous examples of contes. Basically, this is the French term. They have most of the works are in French language. You can see the French titles. Okay, there are rarely English stories. In English, we have short stories only. Another important term is crisis. Okay, so it can also mean a climax. In a structure of the play, the climax is the decisive point. We already talked about it. Crisis is a kind of climax, a turning point, at which the rising action of the play is reversed to falling action. Okay, so it is a turning point in the plot. There is no difference between crisis and climax as such. Just we have, for information, included this particular term here. Okay, so examples of crisis, you can see family disruption or family disturbance, natural disasters, then suicide. When a person threatens suicide or plans to commit suicide is a situation of crisis. Natural disaster may include weather-related incidents, flooding, tornadoes, fires, etc. Okay. Then we can talk about criticism, and I think we have talked enough about criticism. I have mentioned that criticism is the act of passing judgment. It is not a negative term as such. It talks about the merits, demerits of anything. In general, criticism is the act of passing severe judgment. But in art and literature, the term criticism refers to the act or art of analyzing and evaluating or judging the quality of a literary work or artistic work. It can be used in the context of musical performance. It can be about the dramatic production as well, about cinema, etc. And it also means a critical comment. We already talked about all these things in the very beginning. Okay, and it may be further any of various methods of studying texts or documents for the purpose of dating or reconstructing them, for the purpose of evaluating their authenticity, and even for analyzing their content or style, etc. Okay, and the term theoretical criticism was introduced by Aristotle in his De Poetica, Poetics, we call it in English, and it talks about general principles for understanding, for interpretation. And practical criticism offers interpretations of particular work or authors. For example, Coleridge's lectures on Shakespeare. Then we can talk about I. Richards, etc. So this is how we understand the term criticism. And we end our discussion on the critical terms beginning with C, the letter C.